If you have a PS5 but you don't own a PSVR2, you're so missing out. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about the reasons why PSVR2 is a must-buy for PS5 owners. If you have a PSVR2 then you already know what I'm gonna say in this video. If you don't, however, chances are you're wondering right now, saying what is this guy even talking about? Why the hell should I buy a PSVR2? Well buddy, I'm gonna keep it short. You see, if you never played Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 4 or GT7 on PSVR2, and these are just examples by the way, obviously there are other stellar PSVR2 games that I think every gamer should try at least once in their lives, but if you haven't tried any of these games that I just mentioned, then trust me when I tell you that you, my friend, have not experienced true next-gen gaming yet. How do I know? It's because I was in your shoe, a PS5 owner who never really gave a damn about VR gaming or VR in general, but one day I watched some PSVR2 previews of Resident Evil Village, and at that moment something just clicked. I went from I really don't care about VR to now I really need to experience this, and that's exactly what I did. Bought a PSVR2 and my mind has been blown ever since. You see, before buying a PSVR2 headset, I wasn't really satisfied with the quote-unquote next-gen games that are available on PS5. Now that doesn't mean that I wasn't having fun playing games like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart for example. Of course I was having fun, but I always felt like something is missing. PS5 games are not bad, and I still play flat games and enjoy them. But that true next-gen feeling simply was not there for me. You know, the wow factor, that holy shit moment. And if you have a PS5, I think you can easily relate. I see it all the time. People everywhere expressing their frustration with this generation. Some might even call it the worst generation ever. Now I don't think I can go that far. I mean, even back then when I didn't have a PSVR2, I don't think I would have called it the worst generation of all time. Certainly not. But I do admit that I was feeling that this generation hasn't really delivered for me. We're just getting more of the same, nothing really exciting and fresh. That of course, like I said earlier, all changed when I found out that I can not only control Ethan Winters, but also become Ethan Winters. Almost 1 year and a half has passed since I bought my PSVR2, and I still can't believe that something like this even exists. AAA games fully playable in virtual reality. I don't know about you, but to me, playing something like Resident Evil Village on PSVR2 still feels like I'm experiencing something from the future. To this day, PSVR2 still blows my mind. So if you're one of those guys who think that VR is just a gimmick and there are no AAA games built for it, I promise you it's not like that anymore. I don't want to set the wrong expectations here though. I'm not saying every PSVR2 game is AAA. In fact, most PSVR2 games are indies and AA, but the few AAA games that we get, those are the ones that make this headset truly shines, and those are the games that will 100% fill that next-gen feeling void that you have right now. But why PSVR2? Why not PC VR or a standalone headset like MetaQuest 3? Well, first of all, if you have a PS5 and a gaming PC, then there is really no question. I don't know if you heard this, but you can now use PSVR2 to play Steam VR games, aka you can now use it as a PC VR headset. So really, if you have a PS5 and a gaming PC, and you have the budget for one headset only, then logically speaking, PSVR2 is the one you should buy. But let's say you don't have a capable PC. Let's say you're just like me, a console guy who primarily plays on PS5, then why not get a MetaQuest 3 instead? Well, if you have the budget for both, then by all means, get a PSVR2 and a Quest 3 as well. You'll be getting the best of both worlds in that case. But if you don't have that kind of budget, or simply you just want one headset and one headset only, why choose PSVR2 over something like Quest 3? The answer is pretty simple. A. You already have a PS5, so you're kinda halfway there. And B. Games will look much better on PSVR2, and they will run and feel much better as well. The only reason in my opinion that can make someone choose a Quest 3 over PSVR2, well, there are two reasons I can think of. Reason number one, you wanna play that new Batman Arkham game, which looks awesome by the way, and reason number two, You want a completely wireless experience. And if this is what's gonna make you, as a PS5 owner, choose a Quest 3 over PSVR2, then come on. One cord, significantly better looking, better performing, and more immersive experiences. Yeah, I'd take that trade-off any day of the week. So really, I cannot stress this enough. If you're a PS5 owner, and if you're in a desperate need for something that truly feels next-gen, your best and only bet is to buy a PSVR2 headset. It will reignite your passion for video games, it will make you feel the exact way you felt when you first got into gaming, and who knows, you might even have your best gaming experience ever. You might not believe this, but I've been gaming since the Atari days, and believe me when I tell you that Resident Evil Village on PSVR2 is without a shadow of a doubt the best gaming experience I have ever had. Nothing even comes close. It's that good. But what about all those doom and gloom articles that say that PSVR2 is dead and PSVR2 sucks and whatnot? Well, I know that what I'm about to say might be shocking to some, but the mainstream media lies, especially when it comes to PSVR2 for some reason. So if you want to find out the truth about PSVR2, then make sure to click on the video to your right.